Welcome to the next episode of the Dark Web Deacon. Over the past 20 years, the theme of the dark web, technology-based horror, and malicious hackers have become part of the Hollywood mainstream. For this list, I will look at 10 films based on IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes rankings, along with overall dark web and technology-related content, film quality, and technical realism.
Number 10.
Wait, guys, hold up. Where's Lex?
Wait, that's Lex's building!
No,
You guys!
No. Is that Lex?
Unfriended Dark Web. This is a sentimental pick for me since, in my opinion, this is the first major theater release that normalized the idea of the dark web to a general audience. The film is about a young man who steals a laptop which is connected to the dark web. The killer in the dark web is part of an abduction racket which lures people in to play sadistic games with them, manipulating the victims and then deviously making them out to be the perpetrators using creative tactics by abusing the tools of the internet. The entire film was tense throughout, but it didn't throw in too many jump scares like a lot of horror movies these days. The scenes really build upon those really intense moments, and you feel paranoid throughout. Deaths in this film are pretty creative and unique, and ties into a lot of the mythology around the dark web, and it also alludes to things like red rooms in various scenarios run by very powerful people for their own entertainment. The plot can be a little disjointed, but if you are a dark web junkie, this is a must-watch.
Number 9.
Right now, I just feel like some freak is gonna come grab me wherever I go.
Emma, why didn't you tell us this?
Nicole, I just got home, my door wasn't locked. I never do that.
Radar. This film received 2 nominations at the LA and Slam Dance Film Festivals. It's about Emma, a graduate student living in New York City, who is being watched by a stalker who hacks into the technology that surrounds her life, including her laptop, cell phone, and other web-connected devices. This obsession grows as the hacker records Emma's most intimate moments. When the thrill of watching isn't enough, the situation escalates to a dangerous and terrifying level. This is a psychological movie that will creep you out. It plays on a lot of our worst fears, an intruder in our home, especially at night while we are sleeping. The inconclusive ending may be frustrating to some, but truly terrifying to others.
Number 8.
But I don't know what it is.
You stole my face, and now I'm going to get it back.
You stole my face, and now I'm going to get it back. Come on, let's keep playing.
Cam received several awards at various film festivals for such categories as Best Actress, Best Screenplay, and Best First Feature. This film is about an erotic webcam performer who finds her followers stolen by a doppelganger, who hijacks her channel, pushes the sexual envelope further, and otherwise seems determined to destroy her life. Think of this film being about identity theft, but of a possible supernatural nature. Most reviewers agree that Cam is an interesting and entertaining film with a modern subtext. But the overall ending is a little lackluster and felt a little forced. So I say forget the ending and enjoy the overall dark and twisted idea behind this movie.
Number 7.
Silk Road. This film won Best Actress at the Milano Film Festival and pulled in an additional 7 award nominations at that same festival. It's about 3 young 20-somethings who get caught up in a dangerous world of deceit and betrayal as they start selling drugs on the dark web. The technical computer and internet action leaves something to be desired and is far from accurate. The movie is entertaining and instructive, but it has labeled itself as based on a true story, which I find misleading. Aside from these shortcomings, the relations between the protagonists are gripping and interesting to watch.
Number 6.
You having a rough day?
Sorry, do I know you?
You might want to buy your watches.
I want you to appreciate the quality of the product that I'm bringing to you.
How much?
All.
When the main character, Alex Denelick's family, hits financial trouble, he turns to a life of crime and an identity theft, with the help of Sai, a streetwise hustler who introduces him to the world of black market trading, along with Kira, a young female hacker who has contacts on the dark web. It's not so much about hacking as it is about scamming. And overall, some parts of the film are poorly researched and just are technically wrong. For example, when they talk about visiting a website called the Dark Web, as though they're using the actual Dark Web or some type of peer-to-peer technology, which was obviously misleading. And they even refer to someone as the head of the Dark Web. It takes you on the ride, however, to a lifestyle of doing illegal stuff, and the plot makes it very interesting. In short, it's exciting, fast-paced, and full of emotion.
Number 5.
Emma, how funny.
We've connected with something. We gotta keep going. We gotta talk.
Host. This is a very enjoyable film, but be warned, it's closer to a short film than a feature film with a runtime of just under 60 minutes. The plot is simple. 6 friends hold a seance on a Zoom call, then everything goes to hell. All the characters of this movie are cliche horror characters, but in an hour's time, you're really not going to care or root for any except for being scared for them at a human level. It is acted incredibly well for a horror movie, and that's all that really matters to make you believe and be immersed in the plot. Also, it is edited, crafted, and scripted well. Yes, there are some conveniences the script takes, but they are worth overlooking for such a short film. And while this is more of a horror and paranoia film than one centered on the dark web, the use of technology as a critical plot vehicle was enough for it to get on the list. This is definitely a gem which has been made on a shoestring budget, but I would consider it as a great Sunday watch, according to the Dark Web Deacon.
Number 4.
I feel like we don't have a choice here. We have to find her. There's something going on.
What the hell did she get us into?
Let me start at the beginning.
Dark Web. This is actually an 8-part miniseries and not a feature film, but I really wanted to add it to the list. It was nominated for 6 Daytime Emmy Awards, including the Best Digital Drama Series and Best Director. In the series, a programmer's mysterious disappearance leads to the reunion of old friends and the discovery of the strange story she left behind, which may hold clues to an impending technological crisis. Dark Web has layered stories within a story, with each episode introducing a new character to join the search for Molly. And through that journey, we see each character develop not only within themselves, but also with each other. The feel and energy of this series is a combination of the Twilight Zone, The Outer Limits, with a twist of Black Mirror.
Number 3.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know.
Who the fuck is that guy?
I don't know.
Imagina un mundo sin secretos, sin ningún secreto, sin secreto de Estado, sin secreto de entidades de seguridad, sin secretos religiosos, de esposos.
LAP. This film is the epitome of a hidden gem. It has racked up 3 awards and several award nominations at the Dominican Film Festival in New York and the La Silla Film Festival. This film also goes by the alternate title The Pink Unicorn, supposedly. It's a 2022 Dominican action thriller film, so that explains why it is so unknown to most people. The main character, Jackie, is one of the most renowned hackers in the world, and he's created his masterpiece, an application that allows him to hack into any social media account just by using the person's phone number. This, of course, makes the victim involved extremely vulnerable to information theft and dark web forces. This powerful app in the wrong hands can lead to chaos, and once its existence has been made public in an online post, the life of Jackie begins to spin out of control. As Jackie tries to avoid certain death by a cabal of seemingly global conspiracy forces who claim to be everywhere and see everything. This is a hidden gem I definitely highly recommend you check out, and hopefully it gets more mass distribution on streaming services.
Number 2.
Aber alles hat eine Konsequenz.
Mann, ich wollt's euch beweisen! Fuck!
Sie wissen, wer ich bin.
Who Am I? This film won 6 awards and had an additional 6 nominations at various German film festivals. The main character, Benjamin, is invisible, a nobody. This changes abruptly when he meets charismatic Max. Even though they couldn't seem more different from the outside, they have the same core interests related to hacking, the dark web, and secret online identities. Together with Max's friends, the impulsive Steven and paranoid Paul, they form the subversive hacking collective Clay, which stands for Clowns Laughing at You. Clay provokes society with fun campaigns and speaks for a whole generation. But fun turns into deadly danger when Clay appears on the BKA's as well as Europol's Most Wanted list. Hunted by a cybercrime investigator Hannah Lindbergh, Benjamin is no longer a nobody, but instead one of the most wanted hackers in the world. It has great acting and a great storyline. It's enjoyable to the very end.
Number 1.
Local teen has been missing since last Thursday.
She made a transaction of $2,500. I know my daughter.
Where were you the night my daughter went missing?
I know my daughter.
Look into her behavior also.
She gets a fake ID.
Searching. This film received 6 awards and received an additional 10 nominations at various film festivals and award societies, including the 2018 Audience Award at Sundance. This is an original and gripping film. After David Kim, played by John Chow's 6-year-old daughter, goes missing, a local investigation is opened and a detective is assigned to the case. But 37 hours later, and without a single lead, David decides to search the one place no one else has looked yet, where all the secrets are kept today: his daughter's laptop. This is a hyper-modern thriller told via the technology devices we use every day to communicate. David must trace his daughter's digital footprints before she disappears forever. When you just think the film is about to kind of wrap up in a neat scenario, there's another twist and then yet another. I highly recommend Searching. Check out the Dark Web Deacon merch store. We have high-quality t-shirts, accessories, and signature hoodies, of course. And become a true Dark Web enthusiast in VIP.